Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dan Lags, and welcome back to another episode of Constructing Los Angeles Season 2. Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm back again, ready to continue to make some progress on Los Angeles. And I'm actually in the, Season 1 area of LD right now, pretty much right in the middle of the city. The reason why I'm here is because I actually did make a small change that I kind of wanted to note on the video. It is baseball season now, so I actually made a change to our little recreational baseball field in the park right in between, like on the Twin Bridges and stuff like that. So we have basically swapped out the sand for the grass path, and this was an idea that I got from my subscriber server, and it really makes a big difference because if you think about it, baseball fields, infields are made out of dirt, not sand, so it looks a lot more like dirt, and it also has that slight indent from the regular height of the grass. I think it looks great. It may not fit the texture pack that well, but it looks really good, I think, way better than the original. So it was just a small change that I thought I'd note at the start of the video. It is baseball season, and it is right in the middle of the map. We got really lucky on this seed. Sometimes I like to complain about this seed, but we did get really lucky that this river runs right through the middle of the city. You know what I mean? That kind of worked out. That we were able to make that work out, I guess you could say. Anyway, let's fly back over here, guys. Today I'm going to be continuing where I left off last episode. I'm going to be working on these beach houses over here today. This is an area of the map that I really want to try to get some more progress on, try to get finished soon, because it's still so far off from being done, and I want to try to finish it. So I was actually thinking I might do some sort of boardwalk off of this, or like a pier, I guess you could say, similar to what we have on the other side of the map. So kind of have like an eastern and western pier, I guess you could say. So I might do something like that runs all the way down out into the ocean and continue the beach, and that would kind of give me an ending point for the beach. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Not going to work on that today. We're going to focus on some house interior. But yeah, we have lots of things that we need to work on in this space. Like we have this road that I built out, and I think my plan was to build a lighthouse on this little peninsula here. I'm not sure if I'm still going to do that. I think it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. But we'll see, because it's basically right up against a huge ocean biome. So I don't really see myself building anywhere past this. Alright, so anyway, let's focus up here. I'm going to do some interior today. Let me just do a quick little speed 1. We'll slow down to a respectable flying pace. And today I want to try to do some interior. So basically this is kind of like the standard that I want to live up to here. This house is a really solid interior that I'm really liking. So I'm going to try to basically replicate what we have here to an extent. So it's not completely done, like the office hasn't been built on this one, but a lot of these rooms I'm actually like really happy with the way they turned out. So we're going to try to essentially build something similar here today. I really like this kitchen as well, so we might just do like the exact same kitchen in terms of like block choice. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to fly over to the house straight across the street, and that's going to be the house that we are going to work on today. So this is going to be the only one we're going to spend time on today. If you guys remember the last episode, we basically spent the whole episode doing floor plans for all these houses and really started to make sense of it all. So I think all of these houses on this street have like really sound floor plans that are going to work well. The yellow house we started with, and then we moved on to these two. So I'm going to work on this house today. I'm a fan of this build, and I want to try to see if we can build it out a little bit more. So for some reason we don't have the glass here, which is something I want to change here. Let me go ahead and place those glass blocks. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do to start things off is pick a block for the walls in here. I think I'm going to go with some sort of blue color. So let's go ahead and see which one would be the best choice here. I'm thinking either light blue terracotta, which is definitely a good option. I think that any of these concrete blocks might be a little bit too vibrant of a color. So let's narrow it down to these three. I'm thinking light blue is definitely the front runner. I love that block. I think that's a solid color. The blue terracotta, or the blue concrete, is a little bit too vibrant for me. I would use that on something else. And then we have the darker, well, this is actually just blue terracotta as opposed to light blue. So either of those work really solid. I think I'm going to go with light blue on this one. That's going to be my choice here. Obviously, there's the blue terracotta kind of on display in a larger bulk. But yeah, I'm going to go with the light. I think it's just a little bit better. All right, guys, so we're starting to place these walls here a little bit. And I just gotta make sure that I swap these out in the appropriate way. Gonna try to world edit some of these walls in to try to speed up this process as much as I can. But yeah, today I'm going to focus on trying to get as much of this furnished as possible. So we're going to try to get all the walls and ceilings and all that stuff figured out. We're going to use multiple different colors for the walls, but we're starting with a base of blue, which I think is just a really nice color. So we'll start with this, and then I'm probably going to transition into doing actually some like furnishing. So would like to try to get the dining room done today, the kitchen, or I should say the kitschy. Forgot to add the end. Bathroom over there we can definitely do. Closet. I think honestly the whole first floor is definitely something that we can get done here, as long as I just focus up and try to get this stuff built out. Alright, so let's get all these walls built. It's going to be a lot easier for me to visualize this whole process here if I have all these walls built. And we can do them super quick with World Ed. How clutch is this, huh? All right, let's go ahead and take that up. And place that there. This wall is going to be a little different, I guess, because we're going to just do it from here to here. Okay. And make sure that all these spots are built. This is a closet here, this tiny little space. And we're also going to have to make sure that we have glowstone lighting up the rest of this house. We don't want it to get too dark in here because it already is starting to get a little dark. And I'm trying to make sure that you guys can actually see what I'm working on today in this video, because that's kind of the point. If you can't see what I'm working on, you know, why even bothering? You know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and get the rest of this built out. What do we got going on in here? Okay, so we got to build around these windows a little bit, which is a little tricky. No big deal. What was the plan here? Why is this here? Oh, I see. That wasn't actually supposed to be there. That was only there because of the extension to the second level. That makes sense. Okay. Let's just break that block and do that. Let's place this there. And do this to there. I don't think that's going to cause any problems breaking that block. It's not. We're good. And let's do that to there, and boom, bing, boom. There we go. Let's grab some glowstone here. Just try to light this place up a little bit better. So we'll keep all the signs. This is a bathroom in here. We're definitely going to furnish that. Over here in this hallway, this is kind of just a hallway. Really nothing else to it. One thought I just had actually was I could potentially open this up to the living room as well. So I didn't even really think about this, but I could actually open up an extra corridor there in that space, and that could kind of like run straight across here, just so it's a little bit more of an open flow in this house. Am I right with that? Okay, so let's go ahead and do all that all the way up to the ceiling here. We're gonna grab some slabs, and I think I'm gonna go with either some sandstone. Let's go with some spruce, but I might try sandstone as well. That actually could be another decent option here. Sandstone with blue is actually a pretty decent combo of colors. Let's try the slabs of spruce wood to match the floor. Tough call. I think I'm going to go with the sandstone. Change it up a little bit. So that'll be our kind of little top of these hallway entrances there. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Works with me. And that's actually like a perfect spot for like a little table and a painting on that wall. So that's good. Okay, let's get this filled up to here. Actually, to here would be the better spot. In fact, we can actually take this all the way up to here, as a matter of fact. Take that straight up. There we go. Alright, and this back wall as well. Let's get this filled into right here. There we go. Perfect. Let's open this up as well. Oh no, the anvils, they're falling. Alright, there we go. Saved. And we can even do a couple more slabs there. I don't think that will really create a conflict with that staircase. I think it should still be okay. And then since we're going with the sandstone theme throughout this whole thing, I'm going to grab some sandstone stairs. I'm going to grab some doors. Let's just put in the doors now. Let's get it out of the way. I'm thinking some birch doors could look potentially nice with that sandstone trim at the top. Good combo there. Yeah, that works for me. And let's grab the terracotta again. So there we go. We have a nice little hallway here. Kind of opening this up a little bit more. I think compromising some wall space there is fine because we can add television and couch in this room. It'll be like plenty of space. Plenty of space. Okay, one thing here that's a little annoying, how there's a lack of symmetry there. Potentially we could make an adjustment to this. I think I'm going to. So really easy adjustment here. Just got to go like this. I think that's just better. Creating that symmetry there, I think, is just going to make more sense. Even though it's right up against the wall anyway, it's a little bit of a weird concept there. Still think it's better. And we can even actually grab some anvils here, and I just found the perfect little spot here for a Dangeles anvil in that space, just to kind of fill out that empty space there. Yeah, so I mean, having the door like right up against the curve of the wall there is a little weird, a little something I'm not a huge fan of, but that's okay. I would also, in a perfect world, I would like to have that window up there and that door lined up with each other, but that's okay. We're okay. I think it's a little bit better on the interior here, so we will settle for that. All right, and let's go ahead and take this up here. Let's get this room filled in. And I don't know if I mean, what I'm going to probably end up doing, and this is what I do with a lot of houses of this style, is some of the walls that don't have conflicts with other walls, I'm going to change the color of. So what I usually do is I pick a base color, which in this case is the light blue terracotta, and I got rid of my wand. And then what I do from there is some of the walls that don't have conflicts with each other, I will change colors of them just to create a little bit more detail in the interior. So for example, a wall like this one that I'm placing right at this very moment, this is a wall that would stay blue because it conflicts with two different rooms, if that makes sense. Whereas a wall like this one only deals with this space, so I can swap out this color for something else if I want to. Doesn't mean I necessarily will, because it's just a little laundry room, so it might not even really be necessary. But it's just something that, you know, that's kind of like my philosophy with this kind of stuff. I like to have as little color conflicts as I can on certain rooms. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We are going to have to double stack this here, so that's okay. And let's kind of get this. We're focusing on the first floor today, guys. If I have more time at the end of the video, I might fill in some of the levels on the second floor. But for now, we're focusing solely on the first floor. Try to get the interior done for this today. We're going to see if I can rapid fire it, because interior always takes me so much longer than I anticipate. And, you know, with the 20-25 minute CLD episode format that we're currently, you know, doing, might not work out too well. So next episode, what's probably going to happen is I'm going to do a post-commentary episode, and I will continue to work on the interior of some of these houses and try to get them closer to completion. All right, so right here we have, that's an exit out to the back, and I'm wondering if this room would be better for the kitchen than this room. It's a tough call. I think having the bathroom off the kitchen is better. I think I actually purposely changed that last episode, so that's something that I've been kind of trying to figure out. No, I think we'll leave it how it is. All right, so this can run across here, and that's 2 there, and this is going to be 4. So yeah, I don't know if we really even need this. Like, we could potentially break that. Is that really necessary to have? I don't know. It kind of looks nice having a little bit of a division there of space, especially if we run this across the top and then place some slabs, kind of what we've been doing. We can do something like that even. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So we'll go with that. So this kind of sets our foyer in place here, so we can work on this in a second. And yeah, that pretty much covers the whole first floor in terms of what we're thinking here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to fly us just straight across here and just kind of get an idea of some of the other things that I did with this floor. So we do have the spruce pretty much throughout. So, and we actually have a different color floor here for this room. I really love the kitchen in this house. There's something about that sandstone that really clicks with me. I think I might actually take a little page out of my own book here and do like a sandstone backdrop on the kitchen. I think that's a really nice combo. So I think I will do that. So we have to do it in the non-conflicting walls, and it just so happens that we have one right here that we can swap out for sandstone. And that's also going to be nice because when you walk straight in the house, you're going to see that sandstone, so it automatically, you know, fixates your eyes on a color other than blue. So yeah, and it also matches the sandstone that we've already been placing. So we'll go with that. Works for me. So this will be kind of like the start of our kitchen. And for the kitchen space, I definitely want to grab some quartz, and we're going to kind of mark our perimeter here. So let's go ahead and do some full blocks going straight up, or I guess vertical blocks I should say. And then we'll do kind of like our horizontal pattern to kind of make a set of perimeter here. Make sure these are placed properly. And then from there, I think I'm going to place just like some regular quartz or maybe some chiseled quartz. Actually, I think chiseled quartz could be the go-to here. In fact, yeah, we still have that block in something that isn't City texture pack form. It's so much different on regular City on Xbox. Here in City Advanced, it's a little bit different because this pack is catered to Los Angeles. Okay, so let's go ahead and swap this out, and this is going to be 155-1 on the ID. Here we go. So we got our kitchen floor here. Okay, that is solid. So now we can pretty much furnish this essentially. What do we want to do with this space here? Since this is the foyer space, I think I'm going to go with some slabs, some spruce wood slabs. And we're going to do a little trim here, kind of wrap it around. This is something I'd really like to do. And then we should have some space for some lighting in the ceiling. Maybe some sea lanterns. Gotta love those sea lanterns. Do one right there and one right there. And maybe I could even do some sort of chandelier coming down. Well, not chandelier, but some sort of light fixture of some kind. I was thinking maybe some white stained glass over it with like a pane underneath. Little fixture coming down from the ceiling on both sides. That works for me. We can get rid of this now. And this floor here, you know, we could play around with the glazed terracotta. Some of the blocks are a little glitched out right now, like this. That is an ugly block. That's like kind of like that entity default. So we will ignore that if we can. And we even have the yellow lines for the roads as well. So those are kind of road blocks there. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe some yellow could be an interesting choice here because of that sandstone. And I think it actually could look pretty good in this space. Or we could do it in this room. The only thing about yellow terracotta that's a little challenging is it actually takes a long time for me to place it in the manner that I want. And it's not really something that I want to do on episode because it just takes too long. So like covering this whole room with the proper pattern is going to take 5 minutes, and that's not really something I want to do on the video. It's going to take too much time, so we're going to do something else, and I can do that off camera. How about some green carpet in this space? I was thinking maybe this is such a clean looking green color though. It's honestly might be something we want to work with here. Just like a green area rug that runs down. Could be an option here. Honestly, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to that. And one thing I do want to actually try, though, we're going to place some sandstone stairs there. Let's get some slabs out as well. Actually, we could just kind of pick block those. And we already have them in my inventory. Never mind. Let's get some flower pots. And let's grab some... what do we want to go with? A bluette? Let's go with a daisy. Alright, so we'll place that there, and let's get some anvils. I always like to place these. And then we could definitely do, this is an excellent spot for a painting, as I mentioned before. So let's grab that. No painting limit on PC. Ooh. I kind of like that with the anvil in front. I don't know if that's going to break it or not. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm obviously very biased to the Alpine Mansion painting. I mean, it's one of the coolest things about this texture pack, so I might have to just leave that. That's just something else. And then on this side, what do we want to do on this wall? Tough call. Let's go on the other side and see kind of what we did. I know I did some sort of like ladder design or something. Could be an option. Yeah, something like this, where we have kind of like ladders and tables. We actually have the painting basically by itself, so maybe we could take the table and put it against the other wall and then leave the painting standalone. It's another option. It's certainly another option, but I definitely want to try to sneak some anvils into this foyer as well if we can. Let's see here. I don't really have a great spot for them in here, to be honest. And also, the more I think about it, the less I think that this green matches. I think we could probably do a little bit better here. Maybe blue would be a better option for this floor here to kind of match this color. Let's try that out instead. And then maybe we can use the anvils as kind of like fitting in a little bit of green into this build. I think that could be the way to go here. Yeah, I don't know. The blue carpet, it's really bland right now in terms of like the color of it. It's like super matte looking. It's like a matte blue. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it right now. I'll leave it for now, but I might swap that out. Alright, so we have kind of like this opening space. Still think it needs something on this wall. But we do have our laundry room here. I was thinking like put the laundry room stuff there, but we have the laundry room right here, so it's not really necessary. I don't know. I'll think about it a little bit more, and we'll make a decision. So next up, let's do the kitchen. We're already running a little bit short on time here, so let's run over here. Let's grab some blocks that we need, and let's build this kitchen out. Let's build the kitchen, and let's build the dining room. So again, I want to basically do the same thing. I love this kitchen the way this turned out. So we have a bunch of different things to grab here. We're probably not even going to have enough space for all of it. But yeah, this is essentially what I want to do. I love this this line of spruce slabs, and then we're going to come back and do the dining room. So we're going to do the kitchen and dining room. We're going to get that done right now. Alright guys, so here's what I made for the kitchen. I just wanted to speed up the process a little bit since we're running a little bit short on time here. So this is what I got. I made it really similar to the other one. Tried to use the space as best I could. So was able to fit in this back door here to the backyard, as well as the entrance into the dining room, which is what we're about to work on. Added in the refrigerator, added in some lighting, was able to fit in the kitchen island. It's a little cramped, but I think it's a solid looking kitchen, and it looks nice when you're walking in from the front of the house. So I'm happy with it. So let's continue. Next thing we're going to do is work in here, and I'm going to build this dining room out real quick. So what I'm going to do is go 2 blocks away from the wall on both sides. Same thing over here. And those are going to be our table legs. And then I'm going to do some dark oak wood is what I decided on for the middle of the table. We'll place, and I'm doing this, again, the same as I did on the house across the street. So same thing, same concept here. What we want to do is place some, well, actually, I got to figure this out because I want to do 2 chairs right here, 1 chair right there, 2 chairs right here, and 1 chair there. And what I want is to place the barrier blocks, which are just, I really wish we had these on console. These things are just the best. They're so good too, because as long as you're holding the block, you can see exactly where they are. Like, I always thought that would be a problem with these things, with building them. Like, it'd be a pain trying to figure out like where you're working with, but it gives you the icon, you know, when you're holding them, and I love that. And it's also a great replacement to string as well. So what I can do is the spots where I would normally place string, I can place barrier blocks, which are a lot easier to work with because they have kind of like a full spot. And I just realized I messed this up because now we can't place those there because of these. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to fix this. I'm gonna do this off camera real quick. So yeah, I forgot that you can't really have your chairs pushed in with this model here, but that is what we want with this dining room table, and I love it. Talk about a beauty. Again, can't get enough of these banner chairs. That's something I absolutely love. All right, so let's grab some daisies. That's gonna be kind of we're going with the daisies today. Probably my favorite one, to be honest. You just have to kind of find the spot for it. Like, what am I looking for here? Flower pot. Because sometimes they're a little bit too tall. So if you place it, for example, underneath of it. Okay, I'll give you an example. So let's say I placed a flower pot right here and a daisy inside, and there was a full block above it. It kind of like hits the top of it. Maybe that's just on Xbox, because it actually doesn't do it here. Well, I'm just going to leave that flower pot then. I guess I proved myself wrong. So we'll place a couple of those there. And now we just need some ceiling lighting. Actually, we do already have some ceiling lighting. Maybe we can just do some cabinets in this wall, maybe some paintings in here. Definitely got to find some spots for some Dangeles anvils. I think that's pretty clear. I am getting blocked by these barrier blocks a little bit when I'm trying to fly in. So we have 5 blocks there, 4 blocks there. A little annoying that that's not symmetrical. It's just one of those things where it's going to compromise we're going to have to make for the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is go 2 blocks away from over here. It's 2 blocks away from the door, I guess you could say. That's fine. And then on this wall, I definitely want to do a painting. No question about that. So let's grab that and put a little microwave painting in the corner. So I'm wondering what the best painting would be here. Of course, we have to account for that part. What's the other painting? The creeper one? That's fine. We've been using that one for a long time. I'm okay with that one. So this is good. I might even place some tables in front of these windows here. A couple of tables in front of those, like that, just to kind of wrap up that space. Okay, cool. So yeah, we have this here, and I'm wondering if I want to do a light coming down from the ceiling here. Something else that we could do with this. I don't know. Because I could like just grab the glowstone and do something like that and potentially get rid of that. Or even just leave it. Tough call. Maybe even get a little bit more fancy with it, potentially. Do something like this. So it's not really actually emitting any light, but it's almost like a little chandelier. Because of the fact that there already is plenty of light in this room, it doesn't really need to emit light. Are we getting too fancy with this? I think we are. I think we just need to stop while we're ahead. Go with that. I don't know. I'm tempted to just not do anything there, but I also don't mind that. So I think I'll leave it for now. Alright, guys. So we got the kitchen. We got the dining room done. We got about half of the first floor done. Maybe a little bit more than half. I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more done, but I'm telling you guys, like I said earlier in the video, and time just flies when you're working on interior design. So we got a little bit of it done. It usually takes me about an hour and a half to furnish a house like this. So next episode, I'm going to spend the rest, or I'm just going to do an off-camera post-commentary episode and furnish the rest of this thing, because I want to try to get all these houses furnished. I kind of want to do it in the same process that I did with those townhouses back in the city area. So just kind of like doing one after another. So while I'm like kind of in that interior grinding mood. So thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode of Constructing Los Angeles. Hope you guys did enjoy it. We're working on some interior grind, some furnishing. Hopefully you guys like that kind of stuff. If you do, drop a like on the video, guys. I'll see you soon for the next episode. It's been Dan Lags. I'm still in Mason's skin. Shout out to Mason for letting me use his skin. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace out, guys.